Hey boo, welcome to my channel. My name is Sheila. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. In today's video, we're talking about when something is not growing and what does that mean. It could be a relationship, it could be your career, it could be your friendship, just in general. When things in your life are not growing, what exactly does that mean? Are they dying? So we're going to dive into that today. But before we get into today's video, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of videos coming your way, and I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube family. So in today's video, we are talking about if something is not growing, what does that mean? So I know you probably have heard the saying or the phrase or seen it on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter where it says, if it's not growing, then it's dying. So I wanted to look at 3 different types of situations where this is true. We're going to look at career, we're going to look at romantic relationships, and we're going to look at friendship. Now, the first one, your career. If you've been working for a company for years and years and years, and there has not been any advancement, whether that be pay, whether that be better schedule, whether that be vacation time, a new title, if that's the situation, you're not really growing with that company. You're not really growing with that business. What I mean is when you start working somewhere, for example, when I was working at the TV station, I started as an intern. They weren't paying me. I was working there because I wanted the experience and I wanted to grow and get the experience, grow my portfolio, meet people, learn what it really is to be in the industry. Then after my internship, they asked me to come back and be a part-timer. So I worked as a part-timer, I want to say like a year, almost 2 years. And then when the opportunity came, when there was a position available, I became full-time. That's growth. You can look at that even on paper and see, okay, there's growth. With that comes better pay. With that, for me personally, came a better schedule, Monday through Friday, benefits, different stuff like that. That is growth. So therefore, had I not moved, I probably would have still stayed with the TV station because I can see myself growing there, and continuing to advance my career. So if you're somewhere and you don't see growth, now, don't get me wrong, don't say that you've been working somewhere for 3 weeks or 3 months and you don't see anything happen. You got to put in work. But as you're putting in work, you should be seeing that work appreciated. You should be seeing a growth in your finance, a growth in your responsibility, a growth. There's different things that can signify the growth. It does not necessarily have to be a new title or income. It could be that they give you more responsibility, that they let you come in at whatever time or build your schedule how you want your schedule to be built. Growth means something different for everybody. But don't be fooled. There still should be some type of growth. Now, that's in your career. So now, let's look at relationships. So in relationships, you and the person that you love, or you and the person that are coming together, you guys should be able to grow together, especially if your goal is to be married. Me and my husband been together for years, you hear me? And so therefore, we have grown together. Like, we started in college. He had a semester left. I think I had like 2.5 semesters left when we first met. I didn't see him graduate. I didn't see him go into the business world. I didn't see him now do his real estate license, those tests. Like, I've seen the growth in him, and together we have grown. We have dealt with so much. We have dealt with death in the family. We have dealt with friends that have been not the best example, friends that have tried to come in between us. We have dealt with our own issues that we individually have, that we have brought together. But at the end of the day, we have grown through it. And that's what I mean in a relationship. If you are not growing with that person, if something happens and y'all just stagnant, like y'all aren't moving forward, like y'all just there to be there, then that relationship is dying, or that relationship is already dead, to be honest. So I see this a lot in females. Like, I feel like we are always trying to make it work. We are always trying to make it do what it do. You know what I mean? So therefore, I feel like we take a lot of stuff before we're finally like, I'm done. Like, we literally take so much crap before we say we're done. But at the same time, if you really take a look, you know in your heart that this relationship is done. You know that this relationship is dead. You know that there's really no reason. You're just holding on because you're scared to move on. You're scared of something new. You're scared to put yourself back out there. So therefore, in relationships, if you're not growing together, if this person is not making you be a better person, if you guys are not building something together, then it's really nothing there. Then you're just a playmate. You're just somebody to be there to go out to eat with, because I don't want to go out to eat alone. So you really got to take a look at that. If your relationship is not growing, then there's no reason to be in a relationship. Just be friends and just hang out, you know? So that's something to look at in your relationship. So now let's talk about friendships. Friendships are an important part of everybody's life. We all need friends. We all need people that we're not romantically involved with, or sometimes that are not our coworkers. People that are outside what we do for a living and what we do inside of our house, meaning who you live with or your boyfriend or whatever. You need somebody that you can go vent to, that has your back, that will support you, that will look out for you, because that's what we need as humans, to feel, one, like we belong, and two, like someone cares. We humans are made to have human interactions. We are made to be in each other's lives. So when a friendship is not growing, what that means is you guys are just like this, meaning you're stagnant. Like, for instance, if you're friends with somebody for a year and you don't know where they live, you don't know who their mama name is, you don't know where they're from, you don't know where they went to high school or college, then what do y'all do? You know what I mean? Like, to grow, even in a romantic relationship, to grow with someone, you get to know them. You get to know what they're about. You get to know their true inner being. So if you're friends with someone for over a year and all you know is their name, that's not really a friendship. Like, that's just somebody you know. That's not nothing special. So if your friendship is not growing, if you are not involved in that person's life, if you don't know that person, then you might have to take a step back and realize, like, this whole year, like, or these 2-3 years I've been knowing you, like, we haven't moved past the initial, hey, how you doing? My name is so and so. So therefore, that friendship is not growing. That friendship is going nowhere. So why are you wasting time, energy, money, thoughts on something that's not growing, or something that you cannot benefit from or learn from or be inspired from? That's kind of a waste of time, especially in the world we live, where there's just so much going on. Everything's so fast. You're trying to move up. There's a lot of social media stuff. Like, if someone's not helping you grow or investing in you, if someone's not planting seeds in you and watering it every day, therefore, what's the point? Like, the craziest thing that I think it's so crazy that you can be friends with someone and you can be talking to someone else about that friend. So for instance, I'm friends with this girl named Ashley, okay? And she's telling me about her friend Kelsey. And she's like, girl, you know, Kelsey and me went to so-and-so last weekend. And I say, Kelsey who? And Ashley's like, I don't know her last name. But you and Kelsey have been friends for 2 years, and y'all don't, like, you don't even know her last name. Like, what is the point of that friendship? You know what I mean? Like, you have to know even the basics about somebody to feel connected to them, to feel growth with them. But if you don't know the person's last name, or if you don't even know where they live or what side of town they live, like, and y'all been friends for over a year, that's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I know where all my friends live, or I know if they're not like hang out every day friends, or just like friends that I know through people, I at least know, oh, she lives over there on the east side of town, or she lives over there in those apartments. I might not know the number or the door, but I know, like, in the vicinity that you live in, you know, because therefore, and that's also a security thing or a safety thing. Like, if something was to happen, if I'm watching the news and they say something like Kelsey Green was something bad, like raped or murdered, If I'm your friend and I don't know your last name is Green, I'm just watching it like, dang, that sucks. What kind of friendship is that? Why is our friendship not moving along? Why am I not a bigger part of your life, is what I would ask. So if something is not growing, and if you don't feel comfortable to be friends with someone where you could talk to them, open up to them, tell them about your life, then your relationship is not really what it seems. Your relationship is not growing. Your relationship is not moving along. You're just there to be there. You're just someone I call when I have nothing else to do, pretty much. And not to be harsh, it's just sometimes I feel like you need somebody else to tell you the thoughts that you're having about a friendship or a relationship out loud, for you to be, for it to be kind of like a confirmation, like, yeah, I've been thinking that for a while. Yeah. So the most important thing about everything I said today is, if you are not planting into someone and they are not planting it into you, and you guys are not daily or weekly or whenever watering that relationship, then that relationship is not growing. If you're just comfortable, just staying mediocre, staying stagnant in that relationship is dead. That situation is dead. That situation is dying. So you have to take steps to keep that relationship, to keep that friendship, to keep that career, to keep whatever it is moving and growing. So that does it for today's video, guys. I hope that I got you thinking. I hope I got you looking at this quote or this saying in a different light. And down below, please go ahead and comment and let me know what you guys think of this quote, what you think of this video, the points I made, and then also just tell me what you think. Tell me what this quote means to you, because we all can look at one thing and have multiple interpretations of the same thing. So I would love to see what you guys think. So if you would love more videos like this, let me know, and make sure you keep it right here for more videos. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.